Welcome to iLecture Now that we have the basic understanding of what the angular momentum means in a hydrogen atom, and that the position or orientation of the angular momentum can only have discrete values, well, let's try an example where the value of L is equal to 2. Remember, L is the orbital quantum number. When L is equal to 2, there are 5 possible orientations because the magnetic orbital quantum number has these 5 possible values. Now let's find the orientations that, the 5 orientations that the angular momentum can have. The way it's going to look like is when we project. So here's the radius, and the radius represents, of course, the angular momentum magnitude that can be calculated like this. So now let's plug in the value for L equals 2. So we get this is equal to the square root of 2 times 2 plus 1 times h bar. And that would be equal to the square root of 6 times h bar. So if we then take just this value right here, the square root of 6, what are the possible values, integer values you can have? So when you project that then onto the z-axis, you could only have 5 possible integer values. The square root of 6 is about 2.45. Since the square root of 6 is about 2.45, that means the integer values you can have from the positive to the negative of this value would be 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, which is where the orbital magnetic quantum numbers come from. Those are the possible orientation values you can have when you project the angular momentum onto the z-axis. The z-axis, of course, is a presumed direction that is in the same direction as the applied magnetic field, which means when it's 0, that means you're going to have an angular momentum in this direction. When it's equal to 1, so if this is equal to 1 right here, and that's equal to 2, and this is equal to about 2.45, this is 2, this is 1, this here would be negative 1, this here would be negative 2, and that would be negative 2.45. That means you can have the angular momentum directions defined by where these dotted lines hit the semicircle here. That means you can have an angular momentum in this direction, you can have an angular momentum in this direction, an angular momentum in this direction, and an angular momentum in this direction. Those are the 5 orientations that the angular momentum can have in this particular case when L is equal to 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find the corresponding angle. So let's call this theta sub 1, let's call this theta sub 2. Let's find those 2 angles. So what we can do here is take the first example where we take this triangle right here. So here's our first triangle. And yeah, like this. Okay, and so this angle here would be theta sub 1. The side over here would be equal to 2, and the side over here is the square root of 6. That means that the inverse cosine, so theta would be equal, theta sub 1 would be equal to the inverse cosine of the adjacent side 2 over the hypotenuse, the square root of 6. So let's go ahead and see what that angle would be equal to if I can find my calculator. There it is. All right, so we have 2 divided by the square root of 6. Take the inverse cosine of that, and that gives us 35.3 degrees. So our first angle here would be 35.3 degrees, and that's relative to the z-axis. The second angle, that would be theta sub 2, which is equal to the inverse cosine of 1 over the square root of 6, because now we have this different triangle right here. We have this triangle, like this, where this is equal to 1, this is equal to the square root of 6, and so we're looking for theta sub 2, like that, and that's a 6. So this would be equal to 1 divided by the square root of 6. Take the inverse cosine of that, that would be 65.9 degrees. So there's the 2 angles that give us the orientation relative to the z-axis. The z-axis is arbitrarily chosen to be in alignment with the applied magnetic field, which causes the orientation of the angular momentum to be directed in those particular positions. So of course this angle is 90 degrees, and then here you would have, you would have to then start from this angle. You take 180 degrees minus this angle or minus that angle to get the other 2 angles, and those are the ways, that's the way in which you calculate the direction of the angular momentum in the hydrogen atom for a particular orbital quantum number, in this case L equals 2.